Algebra half, a familiar lesson we got to learn. Once again, we'll only be learning this one more time before you graduate, but the mode, median, mean, and range concept. And then we'll also finish on average in word problems. So you're going to need to get out those notes again and number it lesson 26, pages 87 to 89. And down the left-hand side, mode, median, range, and mean with room to define. I'll give you a moment or maybe pause the video to get that all set. And we're back. Mode, do you remember, is that number that will appear the most or most often. Median, like when you're driving, that dashed or solid line in the middle of the road is the middle of the numbers in a series of numbers. Range is difference between greatest or highest and lowest numbers. Mean is the same as what word? Familiar word? Clue? We're going to be talking about it soon here. It's the same as the average, abbreviation there. First step when solving these, and it would be a good idea to put this list into your notes and solve so that you always have something to go back to as reference on how we do this. But on page 87, we got this list, and notice the first thing they do is actually arrange these, let's say there's scores on placement tests, from least to greatest. Lowest number being 26, then 30 and on up. Give me a moment to get these down. And U2. 40 I see there twice. 42, 43, 47. 48, 50, 50, and 55. Hopefully you can see all those. None of them are cropped out. Now check that you have the right amount of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I did count these earlier. There are 12 of them. We'll keep that in mind. Now I'm going to do my work in green. So first step is ordering least to greatest. If you want to think first step, least to greatest. Second step, find your mean, median, range, and mean. MMRM or A if you want to call it the average. Let's just go in order instead of the book. Let's just go in order like that. And how do we find the number that appears most often? That's one of the beauties of least to greatest. I see 40 twice and 50 twice just right away without even trying. Problem is I have two modes, and you don't find the final mode by doing the average. That won't help in our data collecting. So actually what you do is you call this, well, it's just a bimodal series of numbers, kind of like bicycle. 2 wheels, 2 modes. So the answer to which mode, it's just 40 and 50 because they're tied. Okay, median, middle number. Again, we really need the numbers least to greatest to solve this. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seventh number, we have 6 on this side, 6 on this side. With these two in the middle, now we're going to need average. You're going to use average to solve for a median when there's 2. So you add them together and divide by 2, giving us 42 and a half. All right? You'll always know you're going to end up with the average for a median when you count an even number of numbers to start, because you don't have a middle when it's an even series of numbers, an even amount in your set of numbers. Range is the easiest. Difference from the top to the bottom is 55 minus 26 equals 29. Right? So 29 is our range. And how do we solve for average? Do you remember? Let's do average in orange. Average is adding all the numbers together and dividing by what? The number of numbers. You can use your calculator to add all these up. I don't expect you to do that longhand. And if you do, you can see at the bottom by letter D, page 87, Comes out to 505 if you add all these numbers equals 505. What do I divide by? The number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 numbers, meaning my average number is worth, my average scores value is actually about 42.08, 42 and 800ths. I'm guessing the decimal doesn't come out perfect is why they say it's about that. All right. Okay, we've been solving average and word problems. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is from what we've been doing to what this question asks us to do, but we've needed review on it, so let's do it one more time. And Noah will love this one. Mean weight of 3 pigs was 320 pounds. So the average pig weighed 320 pounds. Let me get my mean up here for this last one we did. Average is 42.08. All right, back to this. Our average pig weighs 320 pounds. That's our mean. Three total pigs. First pig 220. Second pig 240, and we don't know the last one. Okay? So we can get rid of the divided by 3 by doing the opposite to both sides. 3 times 320 is 960. 220 plus 240 is 460. And we still have that pesky plus m. To get m by itself, we need to subtract 460, opposite of add, but we need to do it to both sides. 960 minus 460 is 500. And what's 500? Not the average. 500 is what the third pig weighed. He was a big one to bring up the average to 320 from closer to where they were before. If you didn't follow that, read it back over on page 88. This was example 26.4. And then try both practice A and B today and show me the work for them. You have to show me work like this and show me least to greatest to properly solve these.